First of all, before I even get started with my unpopular opinions, I just want to say, like, these are my opinions. I'm not really going to go too much into detail because it's mad stuff on this list. Like, look at this list. It's mad stuff on this list. So I'm not even going to do it to y'all like that because I'm just not. Ooh. Alright. Go ahead and get your little chips, dips, flips, and trips. That's not where I was going with that. But go ahead and get your little snacky snack because if you haven't already saw by the title, we're going to have a chat. I'm about to talk about my unpopular opinions and we're just going to sit back, relax, and get into this new episode of Diary TV. What up? So boom. First of all, let me stop chewing. I have a couple of unpopular opinions, but let me just give y'all a little backstory because I'm really sad. I've been trying to do this video for mad long, and I had all of my unpopular opinions planned out. Actually, I was going to do this video with my friends, and what had happened was one day I was talking to my mother and I was telling her about the video idea and I got distracted and I actually deleted my original list. So this list that I have on my phone right now, it's not my original list, and I'm kind of upset about that because my ideas, like I said, like I worked hard on that list that I had the first time. And ooh, I don't really remember everything that I had, but I'm gonna try to go through it. I didn't even count this. I just like progressively add stuff to it that I think about. So I don't know. Some of these things might need a trigger warning because some things on this list are controversial. Like I said, this is not the original list that I had, but I think it's like 20 things on this list so far. And don't be surprised if it's going to be a part 2 to this. I'm probably going to remember eventually the stuff that I have on the first list. So I'm going to want to make a video about that, of course. Keep your opinions to yourself. Actually, no. Let's start a conversation. I want to see what y'all think because I'm going to get to the video. I promise. But I'm the type of person to say stuff that people like be thinking about but they don't want to say. Or like, I just say it because I'm going to say what I want to say. So anyway, the first unpopular opinion is that it's time to forgive Chris Brown.
Yeah, I said it.
Reason being, one, I feel like if a person is willing to acknowledge that they're wrong, do something in an effort to like right their wrongs, and also if the person who was the victim in the situation has already forgiven the victimizer, then I feel like that's not our situation and it's none of our business. And if they can peacefully like have a cordial, some form of like cordial relationship or cordial association, I'm cool with that. Moving right along. Number 2, I don't watch Power, and the reason why I don't watch Power is because y'all ruin it for me every single week after week, whether it's like late Saturday or Sunday. I already know what the episode was about. Like, y'all just ruin everything. I hate the internet. Because I don't even have to watch the show to know what's going on. And by the way, I feel like it's dragging. We need to know who shot Ghost now. Number 3. Okay. Apple is trash. And I'm going to just keep it at that. Like, I hate all the little like quirks. Like, it's like weird minor stuff that be going on with my phone or just my Apple devices. Like, why after 2 months is my left ear pod trying to not work? Why all of a sudden when I get a low storage notification, y'all telling me that like nothing else on my list? It's like when one little small thing on the Apple device go wrong, the whole thing want to act like it's breaking down. Like, golly, relax. Anyway, number 4, mental health matters, and it's okay to be selfish sometimes. It's okay to take mental breaks. It's okay to digress. It's okay to cut people off for your sanity. Like, sometimes you gotta detach and like, I'm not gonna say that it's going to be easy because people who care about you might feel some type of way, especially if you do it where you just like disappear or like go MIA for a while. Like, expect people to feel some type of way about that because they care. But at the same time, you shouldn't feel guilty because you got to do what you got to do. You got to protect your headspace, okay? You got to make sure that you taking care of yourself and you giving yourself time to recharge because you can't pour from an empty cup, sis. You can't pour from an empty cup, bro. That's that. What number am I on? I'm probably going to stop saying the numbers at some point because I know I'm going to forget. But number 5, flats, period. I don't like drumsticks. I don't know, like, those are the pieces that be looking the most genetically altered to me, and I just don't like them no more. Like, nope. Flats all the way. And honestly, I need my skin on my chicken to be crispy, and that's before you put my sauce on there, because one thing I hate is a soggy flat. I hate soggy chicken, period, because if I'm going to like B-Dubs or like, if you don't know what B-Dubs is, that's Buffalo Wild Wings. But if I'm going to B-Dubs or if I'm going to like some wing place, I want my sauce to cover my entire wing. That's what I'm paying for. So with that being said, I still wanted to have like some type of crunch to the skin, so I be asking for my wings to be crispy. Feel me? I don't know if y'all remember this movie because it was so bad, but the movie Ma was a waste of my time and a waste of my energy to even try to be scared. The entire movie, I was asking my friends like, where's the scary part? No. The next thing that I have to say, I'm like, let me make eye contact because I'm very genuine when I say this, with all due respect to the people who have passed and their work and the gifts that they were blessed with, who is here. This next statement that I make is not to disrespect anybody, alive or deceased. It's just, I just don't feel like just because you die or just because like something tragic happens to you, that makes you good at what you do. I feel like I didn't say that right. But this is where I'm rooting this from. Now hear me out, because I don't like fake love, and I feel like that's what that is. So when people pass away and then all of a sudden their music skyrockets, or like they just, everything about them just is in the media, I genuinely be hoping that it's because like the fans really love them and miss them. I hope that's not fake love. And to me, it's like, ooh, let people smell their roses while they can actually smell them. You feel me? Like, I just feel like you should just have that same energy while they're alive. And I'm sorry if I offended anyone. All right. Oh, I wrote power twice. My next unpopular opinion is I don't like Italian food, but it's not really targeting Italian food. It's really tomatoes. Nah. I'm not eating nothing. I'm not eating anything made with tomatoes. Unless it's like barbecue sauce or small ketchup. Like, I'm talking like a pin cap worth of ketchup, like this much ketchup, and that's it. Or give me individual packs and I'll put it on my fries myself, but I'm not eating no excessive amount of ketchup. If I eat pizza I either need it to be like from the hood, where it's like super thin and greasy and cheesy and it's really not any real tomato sauce on it. Like I feel like they just be watering it down. Or I will order my own pizza, and I'll get it with light barbecue sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and bacon sometimes. Y'all. That's the pizza that I eat. But anything else with tomatoes, like lasagna, ziti, what else they be having with tomatoes? And spaghetti. Oh my god. Bro, the smell of tomatoes literally makes me want to vomit. Like, nah. Next, is it too soon to talk about this? I really don't know if it's too soon to talk about this or not, but I think, and remember, these are my opinions, but I think that if Michael Jackson were still alive, we should treat him the same way that we're treating R.Kelly to an extent. Like, we should hold him accountable for his actions. If we're gonna believe these women that are coming forward, and I'm not. These are just my opinions. I'm not trying to offend, and I'm not trying to be rude. But like, if we're gonna believe these women that's coming forward, telling their stories, then we need to believe these young men that also told their stories, and we need to do some further investigation, and we should have held him accountable if he was still alive. But I think the difference between R. Kelly and Michael Jackson and how we would treat them is a psychological evaluation. And I don't want to go too much into detail because this ain't a video on that, but I really think that the motive behind why they did what they did is what needs to be evaluated, and then how to deal with them, like, facing the consequences for their actions. I think that should be based on a psychological evaluation of the two of them. But I want to say shout out to all the people who have spoken up, not even just in these two situations, but just about sexual harassment, sexual abuse, anything like that, because that's not something that should be taken lightly, because it takes courage to be able to be vulnerable in a situation like that, to share your experiences. So I really appreciate all the individuals who have spoken up in situations like that. This next unpopular opinion goes back to it's okay to be selfish with yourself, like with your personal space and time and stuff like that. Another thing that I wanted to say to add on to that is that family can be toxic. So it's okay to need to separate yourself from family too. Yeah. I don't know if I want to expand into that, because like, if I feel like somebody in my family is causing me stress or like creating unnecessary tension that I don't need, then I'm gonna have to distance myself from you. And I would do that with anybody else, not even just my family. But some people feel afraid to cut ties with their family sometimes because like that's their family. But I feel like if it's sacrificing your mental health, it's not worth it. And that's with anything, it's not worth it. Nope. Okay. This next unpopular opinion, I feel like this shouldn't even be something that's unpopular because my life is in your hands. But I really do not like when people be trying to multitask and drive. At least wait till you get to like a red light. Don't be trying to drive with your kneecaps and fix the radio and clean off the back window at the same time. Like, no, I want to live. Please, spare me. Jesus, be offense. But no, seriously, like, that's so dangerous, and I really hate that. Like, ew, relax. Like, FOMO is so real. Ew. FOMO is so real. Y'all gotta let that go. Let it go. This next one, all I'm gonna say is I have the utmost confidence when I wear my natural hair out, and this next opinion is that natural hair is professional. And that's that on, that's just that on that. Like, how you gonna tell me that the hair that's coming out of my scalp is not professional? I don't think so. Excuse me? What do you mean? Like, what? My follicles did not produce quality hair strands, so I can't be free. No, I'm sorry. And this is why I gotta be my own boss, because rules like that. The next one is that I don't understand why, I do not understand why people name animals other animals' names. Like, people will name their dog Bear. I don't get that. Please explain it to me. Dang, that was my last chip. Please explain it to me. I don't get it, honestly. Like, I was watching something and somebody named their snake, I think, like Wolf or something like that, and I was so perplexed. I'm like, what are you going for? At that point, just name it Snake. Name it what it is. If you're going to name it an animal's name, it already is an animal, so just name it what it is. Right. I'm getting heated because that's one that I really, it grinded my gears. That's just so dumb to me. I'm coming up on the last unpopular opinions. If you've made it this far into the video, hey, thanks. I know I'm rambling, but like, y'all gotta do better. Y'all really gotta do better, like for real. But as of right now, if you're still watching this video, at this point, you might as well just give me a thumbs up, like, duh. If you're not already subscribed, you might as well subscribe to the channel, period. And also, please don't forget to leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. But we're going to get right back into the rest of my unpopular opinions. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that it's invalid. Reason being is because if you haven't experienced something personally, then that affects your ability to be able to actually relate to someone who has experienced something that you're missing out on, and you need to acknowledge that. 2, you're not going to understand everything, and some things are situational, which goes back to my point about experiencing things. Some cases of understanding should be accompanied by experiencing certain situations, because things are unique and people are different. People are interesting. We share similar experiences, but we all have our own like quirks and things that make them unique. So you need to at least have something to be able to identify with in a situation to really, I mean like 100% understand. I'm not saying that just because you haven't experienced something doesn't mean that you can't understand someone else, but when you don't understand something, just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that the other person's point is invalid, or that the other person's point isn't like true, just because it doesn't make sense to you, you know? I just think that you should just step back from your ignorance and acknowledge that you just don't know what they're talking about, period. Moving right along, my last point, and like, I know my mom is watching this, and Mom, I love you so much, but like, come on. This last point that I gotta say is like, ew, adults put way too much responsibility on children, or not even children, but like older adults and seniors too sometimes. They put too much responsibility on young people, millennials, to like teach them technology. And I get it, like we were born in a technological generation, but there are new advances every single day. There are new things that we're still learning all the time. What makes you think just because, you know, I'm in it, and like a lot of our movements and a lot of our everyday lives are affected by modern technology? I get it. But what makes you think I don't have to learn how to use it just like everybody else? People don't be teaching us We gotta research. Like, ew. Y'all better put in the work. Y'all gonna have to help us. Like, y'all gotta meet us halfway. Not everybody is bad, but golly. And then, this is what be killing me. Older people be putting so much faith in young people to like know how to work the technology and make it function and all of that, and don't let us not know how to do it. They be in all types of bags and feelings. Like, they be in their duffel like this, scrunched up, because we can't resolve the problem. And then now I got an attitude because you mad at me because I don't know how to do what you asking me, and I'm not understanding why you mad. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, they gonna have to do better. Y'all got to do better. And that's just that on that. So without further ado, I'm gonna let y'all go. I just wanted to record today because this video has been on my heart for so long, like for real. And I was so tired of looking at this list because it wasn't my original list. But that's neither here nor there. We got the video out and I'm glad. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all stayed to the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all and I'll see y'all next time on another episode of Jyree TV. Bye.